Hello there. I would like to talk to you and tell you a story about Dreamweaver. Now, I may go on a bit in this story. I might, take up a few minutes. I just really hope that you stick with the story to the end because I think for me, it's a fabulous story. Put a smile on my face. It validated everything that I stand for, everything that I believe in, and everything that I talk about. And it just made me feel great. So it might just do something for you. Now, I live in a town called Petersfield in southern England, a small market town. In the middle of the town, there is this square. That's been there, like in the film, Back to the Future Square has been there since time began. And everything's changed around the square, but the square's just stayed, the square stayed where it is. And in the town over the last number of years, I've noticed there's this guy, sort of middle-aged to older guy, who walks around the town, and he is just different to everyone else. He is slightly, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, take my hat off to this man, my new best friend. But he, if you like, is regarded, I suppose, by many people who would see him walking around as a bit of an oddity. He's a bit different. They might even kind of avoid him, really, because they think he is a bit different. He dresses differently to everyone else. He wears sort of like blue print trousers, pattern print trousers. He's got Rastafarian hair that comes out of a headscarf. He's a flower power type of guy, a cool dude, an earthy guy. We've got a beautiful place called a heath with a beautiful lake in it in Petersfield, and in the summer you'd see him over there just chilling and relaxing and being in with the animals and the local environment, as it were. He'd be sitting with the ducks. Feeding the ducks, and he's a very creative man. He looks a creative man, and he spends a lot of his time working creatively with the fruits of the forest, if you like, with the woods and the leaves and everything else that is provided by the forest for him as tools, I guess, where he does whatever he does. And I've seen this guy for a number of years, but never spoken to him, but I just wondered, what he does and kind of like, is he happy? And in the last, I don't know how long, but in the last period of time, he's set up his office, his work office, in the middle of the square, which consists of a multi-coloured woven mat that he puts down, sits down on it, and does his crafting in the middle of the square, whilst everybody else is going about their business. And some people talk to him, obviously, and some people might walk by, might think he is a bit of an oddity. And he is really, because he is not marching to the tune of everyone else. He is marching to a different beat in his life, and therefore, if you go to a dance and it's sort of fast record on, and someone's dancing to a slow record, they look a bit strange because they're out of beat, and it's a bit like that. And anyway, I've watched him for a few years, and today he was in the square, sat his office on his mat, making things with leaves, and I walked by him and I stopped. I took the time out to stop, and I talked to him and said to him hello, and he was great. He just gave me the time back. He gave me the gift of his time. And I said, "Can I ask you a question?" And he said, "Yes." And he said, "What's the question?" And I said, "I've seen you for a number of years. I'm sorry I haven't said hello, but I've said hello now. So I've just got this question for you." I said, "Are you a happy man?" And he said to me, on any given day where things are going my way, I'm just 10 out of 10, man. He said, "But if there's days when things aren't quite going my way, I might be a 7 or an 8. And I'm thinking, right, on your worst days, you might be a 7 or 8 out of 10 on happiness. That's not a bad thing, is it?" And then I said to him, "So let me ask you another question." I said, "What is the secret to happiness?" And he just simply said to me, "It's about being content. It's about the mind. It's about your mentality. It is about following your passion and doing the things that you want to do." And I was just bowled over by that. And so I thanked him and said, "Thanks very much." I was going to go get a coffee. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go and buy this guy a coffee, because he's given me the gift of his time, a time of very precious commodity. So I thought, I'll pay him back, give him a coffee. So, I get back a coffee, come back, and we start riffing again, start talking, And we just really kind of got on and was booming together. And I asked him, I said, "Sorry," I said, "I don't know your name." It's very booming out of the water. I said, "What is your name?" He said, "It's Dreamweaver." I went, "You what? For real?" He said, "Yes, it's Dreamweaver." He said, "That is the result of two hippies going to a Glastonbury festival and produced me and named me Dreamweaver." And he said to me, "What's your name?" And I sort of said, "Well, actually, sorry, it's Dave." I said, "But I said my email sign on is Wake Up Start Dreaming, and he said, what, dreaming in the title? And we were just riffing and booming. And the thing about it is that on a very serious note, Dreamweaver, I take my hat off to him. He is living his life his way, and great respect to him. And he truly, when you talk to him, because there might be some cynics saying, yeah, but he says one thing and the reality is another. But he really does seem to be a very happy man. And I'm going to follow up on that because he's now my best friend. He don't know that yet, but he is, because I'm going to sidle up to him. Because you know what? Sometimes life throws you a guru. And when you're in the presence of a guru, you need to extract as much information as you can. In the presence of a guru, you need to just shut up and listen. And so I intend to buy him some more coffees and to go forward and spend some more time with him to see what I can glean about his views on happiness and what he's done in his life. Because there may be something major that I can learn to put into my life and that I can share with you. So that is the story of Dreamweaver. And the message is, happiness is just about mindset. And we need to follow his ethos in life. Watch your mentality, chase your passion, and go for your dreams and chill out a bit and be happy, because like we keep on saying, if you're just not happy, what's the point anyway? So be happy. Thank you. So I went on a bit. But what a great story for me. Put a smile on my face and I just couldn't keep smiling and chuckling about it all day long. Dreamweaver, baby, boom, brilliant.